What's going on, everybody? This is Joe.
And Amy.
And we are back with another episode of Life is Strange. Last time, some interesting things happened. We met up with our old friend, Chloe, whom we had seen earlier, but we didn't know that we'd seen her earlier. And now we are here in her room. She just had a confrontation with her stepfather, who is the security guard at Blackwell. And the confrontation ended with him slapping her in the face. We were hiding the whole time in that closet back there, like, good friends. And now we can click the left mouse button to leave her room so that we can go somewhere that Chloe had mentioned. Any comments, or are we just going to do it?
No, we're just going to do it.
Hey, look, it's the lighthouse.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, indeed. How beautiful does that look?
Yeah.
I don't see any tornado hurricanes. Hey, a deer.
I haven't been here in forever. So why do I feel like I was just here? Whoa. This is the exact same path I was on during my nightmare today.
Okay. I'm in control. I don't see Chloe. What do you want to do?
Oh, let's check the table. There are
Hello,
beer
cute little
bottles.
squirrel. You and me. Stare contest.
Guess we won.
All right, let's start getting up the hill to the lighthouse.
You got it.
Let's read the sign.
I mean...
Man, I should have helped Chloe. I feel so bad. I feel like I'm in my nightmare again.
There's some trash on the ground, it looks like. Can't do anything about that. Oh, we got a text.
Oh, we have to check the
Wow.
text from Kate as well.
Correct. You want to do that?
Yeah, let's check
do
them
it.
both.
Oh, we've got a lot of things here.
Oh.
We've got more pages. We've got 9 more pages in our journal. We've got more people that we've learned about, I guess, and probably Chloe.
Well, let's
and
check our texts.
the texts. Okay, so one from Kate, one from Warren. Who first?
Yeah, let's start with Kate.
That was really not cool, Max. You could have helped me out. Sorry, Kate, I chickened out. So that's what
Why
we
is
said.
that what you would say there? You have photo evidence of... Okay. Whatever.
And then Warren. I owe you thanks for today. I'll call back later, Kay, I swear. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. So he says, Earth to Max, your White Knight Warren here. I know you were worried about me. Look at his face. I owe you thanks for today. I'll call back later, Kay, I swear. No problem. And you still have to tell me your big secret. Keck. Okay. Fair enough. Weird.
Well, I thought it was like an emoji face and then eek.
Maybe. Sorry, did you want to look at anything else in the journal or just keep going now that the texts have been checked?
Yeah, let's read the journal.
Sure. Okay, so this we did. Just as a reminder, everything feels so surreal right now. I can't talk to anybody about this. Well, the only person I haven't seen in 5 years. I could confide in Warren. He's smart and knows science, so maybe he could even think of an explanation. Though I have no idea what that could be. Until I can figure this out, I better stay on the down low with this stuff and focus on my classes. Warren sent me a text asking for his flash drive back, even though I haven't had a chance to check out all the cool shows and films on there. I watched a few episodes of Doctor Who and X-Files, binged on Full Metal Alchemist.
Yeah.
One of Amy's favorite shows. Then Faster Pussycat Kill Kill. All kinds of Amazon women black and white badassery. Tetsuo, a total cyberpunk trip with amazing visuals. And Scott Pilgrim, nice, for about the millionth time. On a side note, I saw a missing persons poster on campus for Rachel Amber, a pretty Blackwell student who vanished. It's so sad to see her smiling face and think about the awful things that could happen. If there was a way for me to rewind back 6 months, I totally would. I had to go back to the dorm to get Warren's flash drive, and yes, Victoria and her Vortex Vixens blocked me from getting in and even took my picture. It was so high school movie, I can't believe she did it. She actually told me to go fuck your selfie, though it was funny. I don't know why she has to act that way. She already has everything she wants, doesn't she? And she forced me to use my rewind until I finally came up with a way to get her out of my way. I don't want to use this power for trivial bullshit, especially if I've been given an actual gift from the universe, but it did give me a chance to test it out.
Okay. What's the fish?
I don't know. I don't know who this is either. Is that...
It's Victoria.
Oh, it looks like a mustache. Like, it looks like
No,
the
that's just
upper...
lips.
Yeah. Okay, that makes more sense. Meanwhile, but I felt like shit seeing Victoria sitting there by herself on the steps covered in paint. She didn't look like the Queen Biatch of Blackwell, just a lonely girl as confused as me. I knew I had to find out if she was okay. She was actually nice and apologized. She even deleted the picture she took of me off her phone. So maybe there's hope for the future. More high school drama. Juliet won't let Dana out of her room because she thought Zachary was sexting Dana. So stupid. I was so tired from everything, and since Dana borrowed Warren's flash drive, I had to intervene. Juliet told me Victoria was the one who gave her the inside scoop on Zach and Dana, so I knew that Victoria was playing them all. I snuck into Victoria's room and onto her laptop and found out that she was indeed lying through her ass just to create drama. Of course, I felt like a weasel going through Victoria's room and laptop. Also, notice the pregnancy test?
Yeah.
We didn't look at the pregnancy test, but we saw that it was there.
Right.
And this one shows that it's positive. What the fluff. Once I gave Juliet the proof that Victoria was behind it all, I went to get Warren's flash drive from Dana. She was in a weird mood, but we said nasty things about Victoria, and I think it definitely made her feel better. We talked about Warren, and Dana implied he likes me. Ew. I'm starting to get the hang of this whole rewind thing. I don't want to waste this power, but there has to be a reason it was given to me, so I better learn how to use it, right? I started by saying...
Wait.
What? What?
Okay, sorry.
It's okay.
You can go back.
Okay.
Just pick up where you left off.
Sure. I started by saving Alyssa from getting a football-fueled headshot. I admit it felt amazing just to help Alyssa with something as simple as that. I also saw David Madsen hassling Kate Marsh. I couldn't hear everything, but he accused her of something. All that guy can do is point fingers, and I got so pissed. He's a security guard, not a stormtrooper, but like the chicken shit I can be, I didn't go over and stand up for her. I was scared. Sometimes I still feel like a little kid. And yes, Kate was not happy I didn't come over to stand by her, so I let her down and my rewind power was useless. This day keeps getting stranger. I don't even believe what I'm writing, and I can't even do a simple task like giving Warren back his flash drive without getting into a situation. In this case, though, it turned out half bad and half good, which I guess is the yin and yang of life. When I met with Warren in the lot and checked out his new retro wheels, guess who showed up? Nathan Prescott, freaking out all over again. He got all up in my face to accuse me of bullshit. Even though I was scared...
It wasn't bullshit.
Even though I was scared because I know what he did to that girl in the bathroom, I was more furious. Then the girl in the bathroom pulled up in a truck. My former best friend, Chloe Price. We both looked at each other like, WTF? Next thing I knew, I was in her truck as Warren earned his man card and tried to get Nathan off my ass. I owe Warren big time. Seeing Chloe for the first time in 5 years was such a shock, I was almost paralyzed. Especially after realizing that Nathan had almost killed her right in front of me. Now Chloe shows up out of the blue, get it, her hair color, to save me. Of all the bizarro and unexplainable shit happening today, sitting in Chloe's battered truck listening to music and staring at her dashboard bobblehead might be at the top. So, I tried to process the fact that Chloe and I were two best friends who didn't know each other anymore. She had blue hair, piercings, and cool boots. And I looked like a dork. I didn't know where to start, and she wasn't exactly extending an olive branch. So we sat like strangers. At least I had time to catch my breath and realize that in the parking lot melee with Nathan and Warren, my camera got busted up. I didn't care considering everything else going on, but it sucked on top of everything else going on. Going back to Chloe's old house for the first time in 5 years was like the ultimate rewind. Some things were obviously different, but some things weren't. The house smelled exactly the same as it did when we were growing up. Chloe's room was like an exploded version of her new adult self, cool and chaotic. I could tell she was pissed. She wanted to blaze up and chill, so I explored her room to play catch-up on what she was into these days. I'm an other one. Then I found a photo of Chloe with Rachel Amber. Chloe freaked and laid into me for not calling her once. I deserved it. She'd become best friends with Rachel, and they were going to bail on Arcadia Bay and head out to Los Angeles for fame and fortune. I could tell how much Chloe cared about Rachel, since she was the one putting up the posters. I felt even shittier about leaving Chloe all those years leaving Chloe alone all those years when she most needed me. You suck, Max. But Chloe is obsessed with Rachel, the missing girl. She says Rachel vanished after meeting some amazing dude, probably some psycho online. Chloe wanted to smoke out and be alone, so I went downstairs to find tools to fix my camera. Hello. Well, hello to you too. When I got back upstairs, I couldn't fix the stupid camera, but Chloe saw the butterfly photo and knew I was in the bathroom and set off the alarm. Her attitude totally changed, and she realized that I'd saved her life. Even though it could have gone the other way, she was so happy like when we were kids, and it was great to see her face light up. She even gave me her dad's awesome old Instamatic as a symbol of our reunion. She cranked up the tunes and started dancing on her bed like a maniac. She even got me to shake my booty. Just a bit. That's when Chloe's stepfather showed up, and it was David Madsen. I had to hide in the closet, and then David came in, angry about the music. He was even scarier off campus because he didn't have the school around him. He accused Chloe of taking one of his guns. Then shit got real. David found Chloe's joint and flipped out on her. She didn't back down, and he actually slapped her. Bastard. I thought Chloe would be pissed I didn't step in to help, but she didn't think it would matter. We decided to get out of there and catch up on exploring. On our exploring, like best friends.
Nice.
Okay, and so the next is people.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the back to the beginning. So yeah, people. Warren, Chloe, and Rachel.
Yeah.
You want to just go in order?
Yeah.
Warren, E equals MC squared. Okay. I knew if I gave Warren my phone, he would blow it up for science. He wants his flash drive back after letting me borrow it for less than a week. He told me to watch everything because he has tons of cool TV shows and films on there. Thank God it wasn't porn. And I am thankful for Warren. He's like a real friend, and we share a lot of the same interests. He loves science, but he really understands art and appreciates great photography. Even though he says he loves my pictures, I can't tell if he's just being nice. Warren is a geek, but he definitely lets you know where he stands. I don't think he would ever lie to me. It feels good to have at least one strong ally the same age here, and he makes me smile.
Nice.
Then there's Chloe Price. What do you say to your best friend after 5 years of silence? After finding out you saved her life in a bathroom? Nothing. I feel so lame for not staying in touch, or even text. I have no idea how to process seeing Chloe like this again. For one thing, she looks so similar, but so different. She's all grown up now, but it doesn't seem like she's only 1 year older than me. I absolutely love her blue hair and punk clothes. It makes sense she would become a rebel. She still kind of looks like a pirate, except one who stage dives. I know she's angry with me because of her body language. I'm glad I can still see the old Chloe in there. Or is that the young Chloe? I'm sure she's still messed up about her dad dying. I would be too. That was a terrible time for Chloe and Joyce. I feel bad because I wonder if I was happy to move away just to avoid the grief. Speaking of grief, it's clear she's all mixed up with Nathan Prescott's shit. I have no idea what's going on between them, but I'm going to find out, no matter what. Oh. Interesting. There's Rachel. Where is Rachel Amber? Even though Blackwell Academy feels so remote and tranquil, you still get sad reminders of reality, like missing person posters literally wallpapered all over campus. I already know her name through osmosis. I guess she was a popular student here and vanished 6 months ago. Rachel has a great picture on her missing person poster. She looks posed and pretty, like a model. Of course, I wonder who took the photo. Did she run away from home? I'd like to hope so, for her sake. It's so depressing, and I feel awful for her parents. What a shitty thing to go through. Sigh. No matter how much Blackwell seems like a secret bubble of knowledge, you can't escape the real world. Okay, that's everything.
Exit.
Yep, now we're back here. We'll walk up the rest of the way to the lighthouse, I guess.
Birds are so lucky. They can always escape.
There's Chloe. Want to look at the map?
Yeah.
Wowzer. Chloe drew that to mark our tree fort. So we'd always be able to find each other in case of emergency.
Oh, she's so dreamy.
I mean, she writes sigh like all the time. Campfire, graffiti, or go over to Chloe?
Go to Chloe.
Okay. Look or photo?
Look.
This would be a nice photo of Chloe, framed by the sun.
Okay. So let's take one.
Without her permission. Achievement unlocked. Light leak.
What? Light leak?
Light leak. That's what it says.
Okay.
Want to talk to her?
Yeah.
Sure you don't want to be alone?
Sit down if you want.
She already was. Are you pissed at me or I'm sorry?
Are you pissed at me?
Are you pissed at me?
I just wanted some backup.
I'm not as brave as you. And David is indeed a step douche.
I'm sorry you had to experience it firsthand.
You have to live with him. Has he always been this way?
Ever since my desperate mom dragged his ass to our home, I never trusted David.
I'm glad I took his photo, or I felt weird taking his photo.
I'm glad I took his photo.
I'm glad I took his photo with Kate. Just in case.
Why was he all up in her shit?
He has some kind of weird agenda.
He has a lot of secret files. Rambo still thinks he's gathering enemy intelligence. Did you take a peek?
Well, yeah, or files?
Yeah, say files.
Oh, okay. Because you do know that you did. You're just choosing to lie to
Yeah,
her. Okay,
yeah.
that's fine.
Files?
I know that look. You peeked. So, dish the dirt. Snuff videos?
Creepy photos of Kate Marsh. Other Blackwell students.
This dude takes his job too seriously. He still thinks he's at war or something. He's a total surveillance fetish. Or are there spy cams in the house?
Sometimes ignorance is bliss.
No wonder I'm so miserable. Everybody in this town knows everybody's secrets.
What's Nathan's secret, or even yours?
Even yours.
Even yours?
Not anymore.
So what do you have on Nathan?
He's an elite asshole who sells bad shit cut with laxative. And he dosed me with some drug in his room.
What?
I met him in some shithole bar that didn't card me. He was too rich for the place and too wasted, and he kept flashing bills.
Just tell me what happened, Chloe. Now.
I was an idiot. I thought he was so blazed it would be an easy score.
You needed money that bad?
Actually, yes. I owe big time. And I thought I'd have enough for me and Rachel if she showed up.
How much?
How much do you owe?
$3 grand plus interest. And before I could get a chunk of that from Nathan, he dosed my drink with some shit.
God, Chloe. I can't believe this. I mean, I do. Then what?
I know I passed out on the floor. I woke up and that perv was smiling, crawling towards me with a camera.
Go on.
Everything was a blur. I tried to kick him in the balls and broke a lamp. Nathan freaked, so I managed to bum rush the door and get the hell out. Max, it was insane.
That is fucked up, or I am so furious.
That is fucked up.
Chloe, that is so fucked up. What did you do then?
I figured I would make him pay me to keep quiet. So we met in the bathroom.
And he brought a gun.
That was Nathan's last mistake.
He's still dangerous, or let's call the police.
Let's call the police.
What are you going to do? Pop a cap in his ass? Let's call the police.
Screw that. You already told the principal, and I'm sure it's useless.
I won't always be there to save you.
You were here today, Max. You saved me. I'm still tripping on that. Seeing you after all these years feels like...
Destiny.
If this is destiny, I hope we can find Rachel. I miss her, Max. This shit pit has taken away everyone I've ever loved. I'd like to drop a bomb on Arcadia Bay and turn it to fucking glass. Oh no! Not again!
Why is this happening to me? Why am I here again?
Guess we have to follow this ghost deer.
Seems that way. Very perceptive.
It represents Rachel, I assume.
Is Chloe still up there?
Day
I have to
use
find out.
area only. Arcadia Bay Wildlife and you.
Just follow the deer.
We're doing it. She said, is Chloe still up there? We gotta find out. So, whoa. What do we do?
I've never seen a storm like this in Oregon.
Crawl under it.
Nope.
Rewind.
Good call. As you rewind, you can move ahead of time to teleport yourself. While rewinding, hold shift to rewind faster. You don't have to. We can just go like this. Move a little bit quicker. We're past that. That's good. Oh
I
god.
feel like the dough is feeding me.
Bye-bye. The dough is definitely leading you.
It's literally waiting for you. Every time you go way too slowly.
Oh my lord! The tornado is back!
That's convenient. It broke away this thing so I could walk this way. Oh god. Bye-bye. There's a newspaper.
Let's read it.
October 11th? Is this Friday? That's only 4 days away. Oh. The tornado is headed straight for the town. Chloe, you're here. I'm back. Oh my lord, this is real. It's real. Oh man, this sucks.
Max, what's going on? You totally blacked out.
I didn't black out. I had another vision. The town is going to get wiped out by a tornado.
Oregon gets about 5 tornadoes every 20 years. You just zoned.
No, I saw it. I could actually feel the electricity in the air.
Come on, take a breath, okay?
Chloe, I'm not crazy. But there's something else I have to tell you. Something hardcore.
Talk to me, Max.
I had this same vision earlier in class. When I came out of it, I discovered I could reverse time. Like I said, not crazy.
But high, right?
Listen to me. How do you think I saved you in the bathroom?
By reversing time? Yeah, sure.
I saw you get shot, Chloe. Saw you actually die. I was able to go back and hit the fire alarm.
Okay, I see you're a geek now with a great imagination, but this isn't anime or a video game. People don't have those powers, Max.
I don't know what I
Meta.
have, and I'm scared shitless.
You need to get high. It's been a hell insane fucking day. hell is this?
Snowflakes?
It's like 80 degrees. How?
Climate change. Or a storm is coming.
Max, start from the beginning. Tell me everything.
There's the diner. Okay. Achievement unlocked Chrysalis, because that is the end of episode 1.
Oh. That
Now-
end part looked like home videos made by a serial killer,
Okay,
right?
maybe. Again, I know what happens, so I will say neither positive or negative in response to that, but that is noted.
Okay.
Just so you're aware, I mean, this game came out a very long time ago at this point, like I said, almost 5 years. But basically the way that games like this were released, they released chapter 1. And then you played through chapter 1 and you had to wait like 6 months or whatever, however long it was,
God.
for chapter 2
Nope.
or episode 2 or whatever you want to call it.
Not interested in
And
that.
like I said, there were five episodes. So all 5 episodes are out. We do own all 5. So we will be able to go to episode 2, but there's a little bit more to the ending. And you know, it's important to let these credits roll. These people, I mean, so far, what did you think of episode 1?
Awesome.
Yeah? Okay. So yeah, I mean, these people
I'm
all
glad
did.
she told Chloe, so at least she has somebody in her corner to help her.
Right. Well, and we read it after we'd already met Chloe again, but she even said that, you know, her being able to reverse time was such a big deal and she wanted to be able to talk to somebody about it, but the only person she could talk to about it, she stopped talking to.
5 years ago?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Motion capture. Yeah, so there were a bunch of different, they mentioned the voice actors up above, the motion capture here. Really cool.
Yeah.
So it says licensed tracks, so we, at least at the time of recording, we don't have monetization on our video game channel, but if we did, it might be a problem. So we shall see. I know in future games like this, they have a quote-unquote streamer mode where they just don't have copyrighted music
Oh.
in
okay.
places. So... So what do you think of this type of game? Where it's not, again, it's not like super urgent, like slash and jump away and dodge and someone's attacking you or whatever. You know, it's like a little bit of gameplay in terms of rewinding time and stuff, but otherwise it's like kind of just solving puzzles.
Yeah. It's good.
Okay. And it's different, obviously, than Pokemon was when we played through Pokemon. So
Yeah.
it's just a different style of game, and obviously this one's much more modern. But yeah, as this is the first game of this type that you've really played before, I figured I'd ask. Okay. Yeah, I like the story a lot. I think the art style is really cool. You're still digging the art style?
Yeah. Yeah, the only thing I don't like how it looks are the trees.
Okay.
But that's really only when you see them close up.
Right,
Far
like on
away,
that
they
on
look
that intro
really
screen.
good.
Yeah. Well, that's probably why they did it like that. I mean,
Right.
I just find it interesting that because they look like that they're so prominently featured on the opening the main menu screen.
Right, because that might be a deterrent for some people.
Yeah, maybe.
But after seeing the beautiful, painted style art of Max's face prior to that
In the on the Steam
on
page.
Steam,
Yeah.
that's just gorgeous. So,
Yeah, that's fair.
I don't know. Probably wouldn't be a deterrent.
Okay. Of all the decisions that you made in the first chapter, are there any that you currently regret? I mean, obviously, you don't, like you've said previously, you don't know where that's going to take you
Right.
in terms of future consequences one way or another.
Right.
But none that you look like you're happy with all the decisions you made.
Yeah, the one with Kate sucks a little bit, but there wasn't an option to talk to her and find out more about what's going on with her, which is what I would have done. So, yeah, hopefully that will come up in the next episode. So.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I kind of liked how at the end there they kind of jumped from person to person, kind of showing you what they were up to. I mean, obviously, as you mentioned, Kate, she was sitting there crying, which is not lovely. And it showed David putting up a surveillance camera, what looked like outside of his house. I don't think that one exactly was on Blackwell or at Blackwell, but he was putting up one by his house. We haven't really met the mom yet. We've seen pictures of her, Chloe's mom, but we saw her in the diner.
Right.
The principal was drinking, like we've been told is the case. So yeah, interesting. Okay, and so what do you think about the marriage between the choices system and the rewind system? Because it really is like a choices system, but it's not, you're not married to your choice because you can go back and fix it.
The thing I don't love is that you can't rewind everywhere. You can only rewind certain areas.
Right.
So when something bad happens that wasn't your choice, you can't rewind it and change the choice that you made prior to that.
That led to that.
That maybe in that situation would have changed what the outcome would have been, so that that particular occurrence wouldn't have happened or wouldn't have happened quite that way.
Okay.
So I feel like in that respect, it's maybe a little less realistic than I feel like it ought to be.
Okay.
But I don't know. It's hard to know. I mean, no one really knows how time travel would really affect things overall. If you believe in fate, then maybe there's a sort of celestial flow chart almost of events that are gonna happen regardless of what your decisions are.
Okay.
And your decisions don't change those specific events. They just change how you and other people react to those events. But if you, I don't know. And I feel like there's a complexity to that a game could never really deal with. So
Okay.
But it sucks a little bit that like the really bad things that happen in this story, aren't things that I can try to prevent. All I can try to prevent are things that my decisions seem to mess up.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Almost. Except for, I mean, like, preventing Chloe from getting shot wasn't that. Because my decision to go into the bathroom at that moment didn't cause Chloe to get shot. But it seems like kind of everything that's happened since then, you have a bad situation and you can't go back and fix it. All you can do is go back to the choices that you make and change those, which makes, again, that makes sense, because if it were real life, you would really only be able to directly affect your own choices, because we don't really know what effect our choices have on other people.
It's true.
Or what effect their choices have on the continuum of reality, let's say.
Okay, that's fair. So now, this is one of my favorite aspects of this game.
Okay.
As you can see here, it says Chrysalis, because that's the chapter we're in, and it gives every major choice that had some kind of an impact. And it tells us which one we chose as opposed to which one we didn't, and there are percentages next to it.
Okay.
These are the percentages of everyone who played this game while connected to the internet, and the choices that everyone who's ever played this game made.
Whoa.
Percentage-wise. So, you reported Nathan as opposed to hiding the truth. So did 63% of the people that played this game.
Wow.
You did not make fun of Victoria, you comforted her. So did 74% of people that played this game.
Good on you guys.
You took a photo of David harassing Kate. You were only one of 16% of people that did that.
Yeah. Yeah.
As opposed to intervening to help her out. Now, there were a bunch of different options here. So you could have taken the blame for Chloe. You could have blamed Chloe, which very few people do. You could have stayed hidden, which you did. Or you could have come out of hiding to intervene. And we did what is the majority of staying hidden, but only by 1%
Right.
came out of hiding to intervene was the next most prevalent. Okay, and then these are, I guess, the smaller ones. You let Daniel draw your portrait, or you didn't let Daniel draw your portrait. 59% didn't let him do it. Because that may have been something that we didn't go and do. That may have been somebody that we didn't choose to talk to.
Okay.
And so because of that, we didn't let him draw our portrait. We signed the petition. 43% of people did. 57 didn't.
Yeah, that sounds about right. Because I understand that my opinion in that scenario is probably the underdog position.
Okay. You helped Alyssa. 79% of us did.
Okay.
You erased the insults on Kate's slate as opposed to not erasing it. 43% of people only. Now, it's possible, again, similar to this up here, that they just didn't see it and see it as an option,
Right.
as opposed to just actively
Yeah,
choosing
that's
not
true.
to do
That's
it.
true. Yep.
You watered your plant. You didn't water your plant. So 32% of people didn't water their plant,
That's
including
just like
us.
real life.
You touched Dana's pregnancy test, or you didn't touch it.
No.
98% of players don't touch the pregnancy test.
Yeah. No. There's pee on that. You don't touch somebody else's pee.
I don't.
Especially when they're sitting right next to you. If you touch somebody's pee in secret, then you can go wash your hands and no one has to know. But I'm not okay with touching somebody's pee while they're sitting right next to me and then acting like it's all normal and cool. Because it isn't.
You reorganized Victoria's photos, or you didn't touch Victoria's photos. We didn't, because again, we didn't really look around in her room, because as you put it,
Because
it
that's
wasn't-
rude. It's none of our business.
You wrote on a dirty RV, or you didn't write on a dirty RV, so 80% of people didn't, including you.
Okay.
You saved the bird, and so did 42% of people. 58 let the bird die.
Okay.
You broke Chloe's snow globe. You didn't break Chloe's snow globe. 89% of people did not.
Okay.
You left evidence while searching through David's stuff, or you didn't leave any evidence. So you didn't. You picked up the files. You shut that cupboard door, all that fun stuff. 82% of people also didn't leave any evidence. And you read David's files as opposed to not reading them. 62% of people did.
Okay.
Now it says friend stats. I don't have enough Steam friends who played this game, but still. So that's what I'm saying. This is one of my favorite aspects of this game, that like you can look through and see what choices you may not have even come across.
Right.
What choices you did that like this one that were drastically different from the majority.
Right.
Or which ones were right along with the majority.
Yeah, no, I mean, in that situation with Kate, it's hard to know which of those to do.
Mm-hmm.
I did try both of them.
Yeah, true.
But I'm happy with the taking the picture, because taking a photo is visible proof of something.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I wasn't able to intervene with him just berating someone,
Yeah.
I was able to have visible proof of that can be shown to people. So
Right, as opposed to up here where you don't have any proof. You just said it because you
Right.
knew it happened, and he was able to weasel his way out of it because of where he comes from.
Right.
So yeah, that is the end of chapter 1.
Train.
Mm-hmm.
What the hell?
Life is Strange, episode 2, Out of Time. Continue your story with episode 2, Out of Time. Available now. Join in the conversation using hashtag Life is Strange.
I feel
So,
like this is like Final Destination. It's like, how many times are we going to almost kill Chloe? Yeah,
okay.
like
Well-
apparently fate has decided she must die. You know, she gets shot the first time, and then we go back and change history so it doesn't happen. And then she gets hit by a train, and then we have to go back and stop that from happening. And then she'll get sucked into a hurricane. And I don't know.
That
then
is-
she'll wake up under a house. I don't know.
That is varied Final Destination. Yeah, good point. All right, so that is going to be the end of this episode. Please tune in next time because, as I said, we do have episode 2. We will be going right into that one because this game came out a while ago. So no worries at all there.
Kids, don't play on railroad tracks. It isn't worth it.
That's fair. There are compilation videos on YouTube of people almost getting hit by trains.
Oh.
It is.
I will not be watching that
That's
ever.
fine. I've seen it. It's kind of terrifying.
Yeah. No, sounds it.
There's also videos of like vehicles getting hit by trains. So, you know, there's that as well. It happens a lot more than I expected it to, based on the number of videos that I saw.
Yeah, I mean, we had that happen near where we lived a number of years ago.
Oh, down south of here, where we grew
Yeah,
up.
yeah.
Yeah, no, thank you. I'm not. Trains are they go fast, and it's very hard for
Yeah.
them to stop. So
Yeah.
yeah,
Their brakes are not made for that kind of thing.
Nope. Anyway, that's really neither here nor there, but maybe we will see that in the next episode. But regardless, stay tuned to the channel. You all know how YouTube works. Subscribe, like, comment. There's bells to ring and sharing that can be done. We have other channels that you can check out, other videos on this and other channels that you can check out. We would really appreciate it, and we really hope that you enjoy. Speaking of hoping that you enjoy, we would love to hear your opinions down in the comments below of this episode, all of episode 1, so to speak, and what you thought of it for Life is Strange. If you've never played before, what are your predictions for episode 2? If you have played before, just don't post spoilers. If you're trying to post them for Amy, I'm going to be reading them and I know what happens, but don't do that to your fellow viewers. That's not cool. So for now...
I'm just kidding.
Yeah, please don't. But for now, from us here at the Geek for All family of channels, I have been Joe.
And I'm Amy.
And as we always say, in whichever video of ours you watch next, we will see you all next time. Thanks, everybody.